What's up there, YouTube? When I was on YouTube recently, I saw that I hit 25,000 subscribers. And you know what that means? It's time to party.
Hit me with that level drop.
Nah, I'm just kidding about that, but I was thinking, since I reached 25,000 subscribers, I should do a little something special. So I decided that it would be cool to tell you the whole story of how I started beatboxing. And by the way, you guys have heard parts of it if you looked at some of my Q&As and stuff like that, but I'm going to tell you the full story of how I started beatboxing. So, let's get this story started and go all the way back to the year of 2007. And I just said the year 2007, so a lot of you guys are going to be thinking,
wait, you've been beatboxing for 10 years?
No, I haven't been beatboxing for 10 years, but 2007 is the year that I discovered beatboxing. And how I discovered beatboxing isn't exactly the best. There was this episode of iCarly, one of the earlier episodes, and there was this kid who was a beatboxer, and the joke was he was actually supposed to be really bad, but I had never heard beatboxing before, so I thought that was what beatboxing was supposed to be. Here, I'll show you a clip of what he sounds like.
No one enjoys that!
Yeah, and then I heard him and I was just like, this is what beatboxing is? I think I could do this. And I was about, I don't know, 6, 7 at the time, so I'd call up my friends on the phone like this.
Hey dude, I can beatbox now, listen. Think I'm good enough to go to the Beatbox Champs?
By the way, guys, I apologize for this hat. This is just a hat that I thought would fit well with a little kid costume. I'll take this off. I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna be real here for a second. These hats are secretly pretty awesome still. So, hashtag bring back propeller beanies 2K17. Alright, so let's fast forward to the year 2011. Now this was the year that I actually started listening to some real beatboxers on YouTube. And this is the year where I first started looking at some beatbox tutorials. Little did I know eventually I'd be making some of those beatbox tutorials. And I learned very basic stuff, but I thought I was kind of good, and I made this work of art happen. If you guys have seen some of my older videos, I've actually shown that clip a few times. I don't know what I was thinking, I don't know why I recorded that, but it's actually good that I have that clip now because I can look back at my progress all the way when I was just a beginner. And I actually predicted the future at the very end of this clip. Remember how I said back then, little did I know I'd be the guy making the tutorials? I was actually watching this clip back, and at the end I was like,
hey guys, I'm gonna make a tutorial for this eventually.
Okay, that was me beatboxing. I'm gonna make a lesson video soon. Bye.
see? Right there I predicted the future, but except nobody wants to learn how to do that. Most people who have never even heard of beatboxing can probably do better than what I just did in that clip. And luckily, a few minutes after that video was recorded, I came to a realization. Yeah, this video sucks, I can't upload this. Who's gonna like it, you know? And I gave up beatboxing for a while. But then, in the year 2012 is when I started to take beatboxing more seriously. Now, 2012 was a very eventful year because I had moved away from my hometown in New Jersey to Florida. And when most people think of Florida, they think of, yeah, Disney, tropical beaches, vacation. But that's not how my part of Florida was. My part of Florida was more country and rural. And being a city boy from New Jersey, it was kind of hard to fit in at first. It was very different than what I was used to. And being a beatboxer was one thing that helped me become more popular or cool at school at the time. Now you see, when I first moved to Florida, people were rude to me for a few reasons at first. The number one reason they were rude to me is because, alright, I'll be honest here, I was pretty lame, you know, I was awkward, and I thought it was cool to wear fedoras out in public for some reason. I don't know, don't ask me why I thought that was cool. You know, we all did cringy things when we were younger. I don't know. And the second reason why people were a little bit rude to me is because the show Jersey Shore was popular at the time, and I was from New Jersey, so everybody expected me to be like the cast of the Jersey Shore. Like, hey buddy, I'm walking here. What are you talking about? Get out the way. Hey, wanna see me lift weights? 1, 2, check out these guns, man. And pretty much when I ended off my 5th grade year in Florida, I was just starting to learn how to beatbox, so nobody really knew I could beatbox yet. But over the summer, I went to one of those YMCA day camps, and by coincidence, there was another kid who could beatbox there. But he was better than me, and I battled him, and I got beat by him in a battle. So I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna beat him in a battle. I just gotta practice. And I was practicing for that whole week, and I came back in that next day, and I was like, hey buddy, why don't you say we have a rematch, shall we? And he was like, okay. And then all of a sudden I came back better, and I wound up beating him in a battle, and I was just like, if I can improve that much in a week, what can I do over a long period of time? And then, once 6th grade started, I became well known as the kid who can beatbox because I wound up beatboxing in the talent show. But then, once 2013 rolled around, something horrible and devastating happened that slowed down my beatboxing progress. Are you ready to hear this? I got braces. And see, the thing is, braces actually weren't that bad with stopping my beatboxing, but along with braces, I got this one thing on the top of my mouth called a spacer, and it pretty much blocked off the whole roof of my mouth and restricted tongue movement. And I got these things called rubber bands that attached onto the braces, and it made it so I couldn't even open my mouth up all the way. So pretty much from 2013 to 2015, there wasn't much improvement with my beatboxing at all. And I kind of got annoyed because people would leave in the comments, dude, you've been doing this since 2012, why haven't you improved at all? You're not trying hard enough, you suck, you're lazy. And I got really, really discouraged from this. But then, once 2015 rolled around and I got my braces and my spacer and my rubber bands off, I was just like, my mouth, it finally has freedom. I could finally prove all the haters wrong. And then I started getting more involved in the community and talking more to beatboxers, and I started looking up tutorials every single day and practicing every single day and trying out all these new things. And from June 2015, when I got my braces off, to January 2016, it was a huge difference. That was probably the fastest time period that my beatboxing improved. And one coincidence, in June of 2015, I moved from Florida all the way to the Atlanta, Georgia area. So it seems like every time I move, I improve a lot at beatboxing. I think it's time for me to move areas again so I get better at beatboxing. Where should I move next? I'm just kidding around. And one good thing that came out of this time period, like 2015 and 2016, is that I got a lot more confident with my beatboxing. Like, I was able to go on Omegle and not be afraid to mess up anymore or something like that, because if you're doing an Omegle video and you mess up, then you pretty much can't use that clip, because it's not like I'm just gonna say, oh yeah, I messed up with my beatboxing, I'm doing this for a YouTube video, so just act like you're surprised again, because you know, you want genuine reactions when you go on Omegle and do Omegle beatbox reactions videos. And another way I got more confident with my beatboxing is I actually joined my school a cappella group, and I was doing a lot more performing on stage with the a cappella group. They would do some singing, I'd do some beatboxing, and it all went together really well, and people really enjoyed it. And that leads me up to what I'm doing with beatboxing now. What I'm doing with beatboxing now is I'm trying my best to improve still. I'm trying my best to come up with some unique stuff. And eventually, maybe when I'm around 18, 19, I want to possibly go to a beatbox competition. And maybe I don't have to compete in the beatbox competition, but I'd still love to go and watch them and meet other beatboxers and get more involved with the beatbox community. I think that would be really fun. So that's pretty much it for today. That's how I learned how to beatbox, that's my story. And I'd love to hear your beatboxing stories down in the comments too. Tell me how you learned how to beatbox. And if you like this video, make sure to give it a like, subscribe, follow my Instagram called Kevin YouTube, or click that notification bell so you're notified anytime I make a new video. And once again, I just want to thank all 25,000 of you for subscribing to my channel and supporting my videos. It really does mean a lot. And that's it for today, so peace.